My name is Eric, and I think we're going to have some fun today. I've been digging around and investigating as usual on the CIA website, and I was doing a search recently, and I simply threw in the term Montauk, and some stuff came up, and I was actually kind of surprised that there was only, I think, 17 items that had popped up under the Freedom of Information Act search on their website. And I was like, okay, well, at least it'll be a quick search, and I'll get through it fast. But I found some interesting stuff, and I'm going to share it with you folks because I know a lot of what I'm presenting. I mean, I know it doesn't give all of the answers, but effectively, it's the deciphering of my experience in real time. So I came across some stuff today that, in my experience, I would say is rather interesting. Right here, we are looking at a map of Long Island in the Glen Cove area, which I like to refer to as Northern Roslyn. But right here, you'll see this is Old Tappan Road, and this is Desaurus Lane. And right in this section here, there's a parking lot. Back when I was a plumber working this area, one of my coworkers directed me to this parking lot and informed me that for the locale that I was covering, as you can see, if I just back it out a bit, this is the Gold Coast of Long Island, the North Shore. This area here is known as Glen Cove. And for all practical purposes, that was actually smart on his part, because I would work this whole coastline up here, all of these homes. It's a pretty affluent community. But he was wise in telling me to hang out in that area. So let's get back to that parking lot there. So I would hang out in this parking lot as directed and wait for my next call and be on standby and at the ready. And this would happen 24 hours a day. We were a 24-hour shop, so sometimes I'd be posted there during the day. Sometimes I'd be posted there at night, ready for an emergency. I recommend it. The True Story of the Bilderberg Group by Daniel Eustelin. He clarifies something really important about this area as well. That this property right here, folks, was home of the Bilderberg meeting in 1990. It's a massive, massive property. There's a bunch of stuff under it. A lot of these country clubs on Long Island are fortifications. People don't know that. If you look at these properties, these are all very affluent communities. And you see these country clubs, like, look at all of this area. But look at the size of this thing. So I used to service all these country clubs too. So here we got the Brookville, we got the Cedar Brook, Glen Head, North Shore, all of these country clubs. They're cover stories, folks. This is where rich people, preppers, they don't have to prep. They just go to the country club. It's fortified. And that's what basically this place was set up for that Bilderberg meeting. This facility was here before the Bilderbergs came here. And all of this was going on. I didn't start hanging out in here until I would say I got out of the Navy in 1994. Which would have been the submarine service, folks, which they said this was a listening post for. New London, Connecticut is just north and east of here, and just right across the border, basically. So I started showing up into this area, I would say late 90s, early 2000s, when I started working this area very religiously. But to me, this is it's really peculiar to see that the lay of the land, so to say, to be in such proximity, to know that these were clients of mine. These were facilities that I've been to. These are the areas that I roamed in. And I'm telling you, this stuff it's Spy Central. It's shady as shady can be. A lot of my clients were peculiar folks and in peculiar industries. And I just thought these articles were very interesting. I thought the connections were off the wall. It's just so weird to me, the places that I've been, the paths that I've crossed, the people that I've met, and I enjoy deciphering my experiences and looking back and getting it all figured out. A lot of people interacting. Thank you so much for reaching out and trusting me with your information and your stories. Platforms are changing, so pay attention. I have a whole bunch of stuff coming out, but I am setting the stage for the right platform to present it on.